Hey guys, and welcome to the Natty Blueprint podcast. This is episode 36. We hope everyone is doing well. A very, very busy week for me so far. Denny, how you doing, mate?
I'm all good, busy as always. Everything's all calmed down my end and everything's picking up your end. So we're probably opposite ends of the spectrum at the moment.
Oh
Um,
man.
but yeah, nothing really to note. I'm not a professional footballer yet. That's for sure. I got my second game tonight, so it'll be interesting. I'm just hoping I wasn't I was sore, like quite sore, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So I'm hoping tonight it's a little bit well, tomorrow morning I'm hoping it's a little bit better. So and hopefully we come away with a
I've got
win.
two questions. Did you win the game last week?
Nope.
Okay, so
That-
your centre back role was not very good
Well, I ended up playing like left backs.
in the changing room.
Yeah. Funny you say that. We started the first like 6 minutes of the game with five people because one of the lads was in the toilet and didn't come down. So we held our own. We was then 2-0 up by half time and then we lost 4-3
Oh,
because we're all just old men and we all gassed out.
all gassed out.
Yeah,
Play,
literally.
just play till half time, bro.
Yeah. So because we're like obviously I'm 30 this month. All the other boys are like 29, 28, and the team that we played against, they're all like 21-year-olds. So
Oh yeah.
they're just like whizzing up and down. We held our own for the first half. I was like, oh, this is going all right. 2-0 up in the bag. This is.
Did you start getting angry?
I didn't. I was actually quite. Normally, I'm very competitive. Like last time I played
Yeah.
football, I remember it just being an absolute, just a slugfest. Everyone just going for each other. I didn't really want that, so I just kept my cool. And there was a few rough and tumbles, but it's just one of those like you get up. But it might change. Obviously, it depends who you play against. Like sometimes they can
Yeah.
just be that kind of bit of oomph, and
Mate, I remember in school I used to just get in so many fights over fucking football.
yeah,
Literally, it was like stupid. Like someone would like kick out at me, and then I'd literally just lose my shit at them. Like I was literally Dan 2.0.
wow.
Have you seen
Max
Dan's
is,
TikToks and stuff? He
yeah,
just literally loses it.
yeah. I don't really like losing my cool. Like I used to
Yeah,
quite a lot when I was younger, but
yeah. Now I'm pretty mellow, pretty
yeah,
calm.
like I think it wouldn't serve me. Like I would probably just end up getting beaten up.
Yeah, true.
Like,
Speaking of losing your cool,
hmm,
I nearly lost my cool literally about 15 minutes ago at the
oh no,
Mercedes garage.
fill us in unless you're gonna
So
lose your cool again.
basically, I'll take you back a couple of weeks ago. So my Merc came up with a thing on the dashboard saying service B required or something.
Yeah,
And I was like, okay, like if there's a service, it's not going to be that bad. I
yeah,
haven't got, at this point, I hadn't got a service plan or anything.
yeah.
Googled it. Service plan, service B is like full service, like absolutely everything.
Sure.
Turns out that's like a £900 service, right?
Not what
So
you
I
want.
called him up and I'm like, I'm not going to tell him that I've got an indication on my dashboard telling me that I need to get serviced. I needed to get MOT'd as well because it expired or was going to expire on the 12th.
Yep.
So I was like, out of interest, like how much is the service plan? They were like £40 a month. And I went, well, if I pay that for 2 years, I'm actually like saving some money and I get two services, two MOTs.
Yeah.
Sound. I was like, okay, 40 quid a month, no problem. I'll pay that. Take it in for a service today. And they're like, oh, do you want it cleaned? And I'm like, all right, yeah, but is that part of my service plan? They're like, yeah, that's all part of it. Like, we clean it, we'll make it really, really nice. I was like, sound, all right, cool. Clean my car, please. Thank you.
Uh,
Halfway through the day, get a phone call. Hiya, you're gonna need four new tires. They're like, your front two are averaging out at like 2.2 mil tread. There's like we can see the internal bit of a tire on your rear tire, so we recommend you just get all four. And I was like,
of course,
all
yeah.
right. I was like, so it's not going to pass this MOT now, is it? No, no, it's not going to pass this
So they were
MOT.
that bad to the point where they couldn't pass the MOT and couldn't put it as an
One of them
advisory.
was.
Oh,
And they
okay.
were like, oh, you might as well just get all four done. So I said, okay, so how much would that be? She was like, well, we've only got Continentals, all four Continentals at the moment.
Of
And I was like,
course.
oh yeah,
How
funny
convenient.
that. Yeah, they're like £200 a tyre,
Yep.
right? So I was like, are you sure you've only got Continentals? And they were like, well, we have got this two of this other brand. And I was like, right. And then we've also got two of the other brand. And I was like, so can you
So
not
there's
just
four
like,
tires, yeah.
yeah, I was like, could you not just use the same two on the same axle, right? And
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, we could do that. Let me just check out what else we've got in stock. Oh yeah, actually we have got cheaper tires available to us.
Wankers.
I was like, these guys, mad,
They
right?
must all be running commission based, like everything they do
Yeah,
is commission based.
yeah. Anyway, I say they're cheaper. They're still 135 quid per tire.
Yeah.
So I've just been shafted basically 600 quid on tires, and I've had the car 10 months. Yeah, not good. And I went in and I was
Well,
like,
at
okay,
least you got
right,
your car cleaned.
yeah, at least I got it clean, bro, and it's got its MOT and passed. Um, and I got new spark plugs. Holy crap!
Yeah.
But yeah, I went in. And I was kind of pondering it all day, and I was like, I've only had the car 10 months. I don't drive like long distance. I think I've done like the Ultraflex trip once.
Yeah, unless you're like ragging it and you're like
Yeah,
dry turning it all the time, like you're not gonna
yeah,
need
I
new
know.
tires.
So then I'm like thinking to myself, I wonder what tread they sell the car at, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what their minimum, like if it exceeds the minimum? 3 mil. The road legal limit is 1.6. I was like, so
Uh,
my car could have been 3 millimeters or maybe 3.1, and you would have happily sold it to me. And they were like, that's just what, like, that's just our kind of
Jesus Christ.
what we get
Are
told to
you
do.
obviously it was there for the MOT. Could you have not taken it elsewhere, like across the road from where you were?
Probably, but I had to like schedule in a work from home day today at work, which is like something I don't really like doing.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, it's there. I might as well just get it done. And I
Yeah.
have to get one of them done for it to pass its MOT. So I might as well just get it all done. But yeah, I've just been absolutely shafted. And my road tax is due at the end of the month.
Oh, good.
So if anyone needs coaching,
Yeah, link in the bio.
link in bio.
Jesus
Pay
Christ.
for my fucking
Well,
tires,
I
bro.
had two brand new tires on mine. Cost me 110 quid. Fitted as well.
Yeah, I missed that with my old car. Are they like partially worn tires?
No, these were brand new. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I love my Merc. Don't get me wrong, but that's like I've had it 10 months and it's already shafted me.
Costing you money. Yeah.
It's
That's
gonna co- it's gonna
right.
cost
I
me
could
more.
buy a new car and I'd like to have a new car, but my car doesn't cost me any money and I don't
Yeah,
really care about it. So I'm just like,
yeah,
just keep it until it blows up, basically.
yeah. Do you know when we went to Ireland, we had a Nissan or something? It was a hybrid Nissan. I can't remember what it
Yeah.
was. It might have been a Nissan or a Suzuki or something. I don't know. Um, we drove 90 minutes to Londonderry from Belfast,
Yep.
around Londonderry for 3 days, and back to Belfast. It cost £14 in fuel.
Jesus Christ.
£14.
I might have to get a hybrid.
Yeah, I was like, that's wild.
Yeah.
Like, literally, my car costs. I have to fill up my car like every 10 days, and it costs
What's
like
yours? 2 litre.
70. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 70 to 80 quid.
Yeah, that's rough.
But that's probably because I'm a dick sometimes and put it in sport. But
Yeah.
literally, as soon as
Maybe
I
that's
pull
why you
away
need
in
two
sport,
tyres.
yeah, as soon as I pull away in sport, I'm like, that just cost me a tenner.
Yeah. He's fucking wheel spinning around roundabouts and
Yeah,
wondering why you
but I
need new
think I'm at the
tyres.
point in prep where I was just a bit like sound,
Yeah, you
like
can't even rise to it because it will
yeah,
just ruin your whole day and you'll just be
yeah,
thinking about I mean, you're still thinking about it now, but so
yeah. I
would I
bet.
be had I just forked out 600 quid on rubber, essentially.
Yeah, they're crazy, isn't it? Like,
Well, at least your day can't get any worse.
don't say that. I could
It's
ruin my cream of rice later, and
you
then I
could.
would be very annoyed.
Have you got any steps to do?
No, I've done
Okay,
all my
good.
stuff. I kind of again, I uh, I woke up this morning and I was like, right, cardio, steps, normal routine, completely forgetting the fact that I would not have a car today.
Yeah,
So obviously I've been walking a lot more, so I've gone like 2k over my steps already.
yeah,
But extra fat loss, bro. So
exactly. Don't tell
yeah,
coach.
bin protocol tomorrow.
Yeah, I did 2,000 extra steps. I can't walk.
Do you know what? It's crazy how like the smallest things though can absolutely zap you when
Yeah,
you're
literally. Especially
at
when
this
you're
point.
like pushing towards the end as well. Like there was, I think it didn't happen often. I think there was one day that I went out to London. I ended up doing like 20k steps, and I was
Yeah, I remember
written
that.
off.
I remember
I think
that.
I dropped like 3 pounds overnight as well.
Yeah,
It was silly. So, and obviously, if I'm doing that, if I walk 20k steps, and I've done it loads of times since I've been out of prep, I feel fine. It just shows you like that kind of extra sensitive threshold that you're in. You
yeah.
do 2,000 steps, 3,000 steps over, you're like, I feel that.
It's like, yeah, your recovery capacity is so low.
Yeah,
Like last week, I went back to full volume training after my peak week. Bro, it absolutely put me in the bin.
yeah,
Like I was so sore. Like even areas that like don't get sore, like delts and arms. My delts and arms, I don't think I've experienced soreness in them since I started training.
yeah.
I trained delts and arms last week, and I was like, I can't
Ouch.
even lift my arm up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy.
It is a bit mad, but not. How long you got left now?
Uh, 4 weeks Sunday is my last show.
Oh wow,
It's come around quick, innit?
very quick.
I'm in this like middle ground where like I'm excited to improve, but I think because I'm already stepping on stage for another 4 times, so
Yeah,
I've got another 4 shows already, um, potentially five, which I've debated.
oh,
Um,
yeah,
so I'm like in this middle ground where I'm looking forward to improving because I know what I need to improve upon.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I've I can see areas like basically all my push musculature. Like I need a better chest, I need better arms, I need better delts, and I probably need a better midsection as well.
yeah,
Like back and legs, I can hang with a lot of
yeah,
people. They're just those areas that need to improve. So obviously I've kind of got that element of going, oh, like I need to grow, but then I'm also like I can still get better, like between shows,
yeah,
and I can still produce my better look. Like
yeah,
I've got a feeling the UK DFBA look next weekend, if it all goes well, will be obviously a better look than the PCA because I'll be
yeah,
sharper.
yeah.
So it's just about,
You've
yeah, I'm in
already
that kind of
reached
middle
the
ground.
same body weight from show day, haven't you?
Yeah, like yesterday was 166.6, which was my show day weigh in for PCA Island. But 2 days before that, I was like 168.4
Oh, sure.
or something. So I actually dropped 2 pounds overnight, but it's probably the peak max and pulling
Yeah,
fluid off. So it's not actually body fat, but this time it's obviously going to be
yeah.
body
So
fat.
you're likely, if you run peak max again, you'll likely see another big drop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll probably be a couple pounds off.
yeah.
I've got a feeling I'll probably be on stage at like once, probably maybe similar because we're not going to be running peak max this time.
Okay.
But obviously there'll be a couple of pounds more fat loss.
Yeah,
So it will be a sharper look. I'm excited. UK DFBA is going to be a good show.
yeah,
It's going to be a challenging one because I'm right in the middle of the weight cap, and
yeah,
for me, weight caps, I think, put me at a slight disadvantage. Even though a lot of bodybuilders do prefer weight caps or kind of weight classes, I
yeah.
think because of my height, it puts me at a little bit of a
Yeah, you stand
disadvantage.
next to someone who's a lot shorter, but same weight. They're obviously going to technically look bigger, but
Yeah,
then the benefit to you might be because you are a bigger guy. It depends on what they
yeah.
look for on the day. You might swamp them that way. So
It's
it
yeah. The
depends how
one thing
dense
I'm
they are, really.
the one thing I'm confident in. I think maybe I mentioned it in last week's podcast, but like my, I don't think people realize because of my stature of being 6 foot.
Yeah,
Like when you see me on my own, it doesn't look that impressive. But then
yeah,
when I can stand next to people, like I've got that stature.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, like I'm excited to kind of display that, but also I know there's going to be some peeled, stocky guys who are short,
yeah,
and it's always going to put me at a little bit of a disadvantage. But I
yeah.
can't think about that. I've just got to think about bringing my best and
Exactly.
see where that goes.
Anything can happen, mate. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
So long as there's people next to you, that's the
Yeah.
main
Well,
thing.
there's 11 guys in my class, so I haven't got that to worry about.
Yeah. Whereabouts is this one?
Same one as where your UKFBA show was.
Okay. Nice.
So rugby. I'm
Yeah.
going up on the Friday. Dylan's competing on the Saturday because it's a 2 day show. He's last on a Saturday, which is a little bit like, oof.
That's a bit shit.
And it's Chelsea Man United that day as well. I was like, Dylan, bloody hell, mate! Like,
Yeah, it's like, come on. Choose a different category, mate.
yeah. But no, he's last on. So I think because of a 2 day show, it'll probably be done by like 4 o'clock, I can imagine.
Yeah, there's not really a need to drag it out if they're doing next day.
No. So yeah, he'll be on stage, so I can pretty much be with him all day. My normal Saturday routine won't change either. Like I can wake up, obviously I'll do my check-in, get the game plan, sort Dylan out as well.
Yeah,
Can do my check-ins and then get to the venue and then sort Dylan out, obviously getting ready for stage and then watch him compete. And then just get back to the Airbnb, chill for the evening, and then I'll be on the following day. And I think I'm second to last on because I'm
yeah,
a middleweight. So yeah, I'll be second to last on the Sunday.
yeah. Is that a
But
similar time to when you competed last?
it might be to the overalls, yeah, which I actually
Okay.
look better in the overalls than I did.
Yeah. So you've
So
got a bit of data there to work with in terms of the look
yeah,
versus the
yeah,
time.
yeah, I think so. I think I'll probably be on around 3 o'clock.
Okay.
If the show starts at like 11:30,
Yeah.
and it's
You
just
should notice
major.
as well, because obviously there's a few factors to think about there. You've now competed, although you have competed before, so there's probably a little less stress there. You know the venue and you're not traveling a
Yeah,
massive distance, so there's a lot more comfort in that show. So that probably will benefit you a lot more because obviously you've got less to worry about essentially.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I mean, with Ireland, it was always kind of in the back of my mind, like, oh shit, we've got to get a flight tonight. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, hop in the car and you're there sort of thing. There's
yeah,
a lot of toing and froing and then organising travel on the like as soon as you get off the plane to get to your Airbnb. So there's a lot of faffing around, but obviously you haven't got to worry about that.
yeah. It's literally just pack up the Airbnb and go to the
Yeah,
show and stay there. I need to bring a pillow. That is one thing I need to bring. So I want to be laid down. And when we were in Ireland, I went backstage, and me and Tom were like sat backstage together on this really hard floor.
yeah.
And I literally said to Kate, luckily our Airbnb was like a 5 minute walk away from the venue. And I said to
Go
Kate, I
grab
was
one.
like, can you please go get some pillows? Because one, my ass is numb and I can't lay anywhere because it's just so uncomfortable.
Just
Um,
bring a blow up bed with you.
yeah, just bring up a lower, a bro
Get
bed.
get an electric kind of pump. You'll be sorted. You can both get on it.
Oh dear.
You'll be sweet. Right. Shall we? With
Back
some.
at the WMBF this weekend as well.
What's that?
Back up the
Yep, yep, yep.
WMBF this weekend.
Very nice. Very nice.
Supernaturals, which will be
Be a
exciting.
good one. Hopefully, there's no dramas that come out of any of these shows, and they all run nice and
Yeah,
smoothly.
yeah. Hopefully it runs nice and smoothly. And I mean, it's a 2 day show, so again, it should run smoothly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just hopefully there's
organisation and no
yeah,
mishap.
and hopefully they compose to music. Oh,
That was so weird. So weird.
yeah, and the like no call out as well.
Yeah.
Just
I,
what was it
I I
like
just remember
11
like
guys or something?
go after they when we first went out, it felt weird, but I couldn't put my finger on it because obviously it's technically my second show. It was still a bit brand new. I was like, why does this feel so weird? We all then got sent back, and then we all just looking at each other like, why was that so? And it was like there was no music, and it was just like the most awkward thing ever. And then literally like a few minutes later, then we're back out again. So it completely threw all of us.
Yeah.
So it was
Hopefully they won't have any. I think it is at the same venue, or on the Sunday it's at the same venue that yours was,
yeah
and on the Saturday it's at a different venue.
okay.
Um, yeah, you had to pay for tickets for two different venues, and they're like 35 quid a ticket.
Mad,
So
mad.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty mad.
gotta get your
But
money.
no, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a really good show. Like it's going to be a busy show. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
Obviously Owen in teens on Saturday. He's looking ridiculous. Um, and then Tom and Dylan. Tom's managed to get sharper
So
as
you got
well.
three lads this weekend.
Three lads, yeah, across the 2 days.
Nice.
So obviously it's Dylan's first show. I saw Dylan on Sunday. Holy fuck, he's skinned. Like
Yeah.
he's absolutely
Hopefully
peeled.
his brain settled a little bit then.
Yeah, I literally said to her, I looked at him and I went, like, even Kate was like, because she was taking the shots, pictures of him, and I was just looking at him, and even Kate was like, what the fuck? Like, even in front of him to say that, and
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, Dylan, you're skinned. Like,
Yeah. You
I
ain't
knew
got
you
away,
would
bro.
be. You're skinned.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, Tom's got even sharper. He's lost like 2 pounds, but unfortunately, he's come into this peak week with a bit of a stomach bug,
Ah,
which is a bit of a problem. So we're
hopefully
just
that
trying to
doesn't cause
manage
too much
around that.
washing off, like with
Yeah,
inflammation, or just around the midsection in general, because you might hold a
yeah,
little bit of water in that area.
yeah. That's what we noticed. We noticed on like Saturday, Sunday that his midsection. Even he was like, "Mate, I can't get off the toilet," basically, and we were like, "Okay, great."
Shit, literally
And
shit.
then his midsection was really washed, but then since it's kind of subsided, he's actually looking a lot sharper, and
Yeah,
it's a bit strange. Like we only had a week of kind of fat loss in
yeah,
between shows, but he's dropped 3 pounds,
sure.
and he was pretty much holding there, and then now his stomach bug is kind of going away. I think he's
Yeah,
like 90% there now,
okay.
but he's still light. And I was expecting it to be a really, really flat look, but
Yeah,
it's not
but
flat.
I mean,
It just looks
hopefully he's
sharper.
managed to dodge the worst of it, and it was just quite literally he shit it out of him,
Yeah,
and that was it.
yeah,
Yeah,
literally. Literally.
God,
But no, I'm
busy,
excited.
busy.
It's gonna be a good show, and
Yeah,
it's just a busy one, and a busy one if I start peak week as well on that weekend. But we'll see. Obviously, I'll let AJ take control of that and see what he says.
yeah,
Do you know what? I'd be like pretty happy to just continue to dig till like Monday, Tuesday next week.
yeah, and then just fill up a little bit, and then
Yeah, just
pull back over the weekend.
yeah, because I've got this next Sunday's obviously UKFBA. Then the following Saturday's PCA Naturals 4. Then on the Sunday's PCA Finals, which I'm like 95% sure I'm gonna do now instead
Yeah,
of going to Scotland. And then 2 weeks later is the MBW, and then potentially might be a show in between them. We never know.
you never know. You never know.
Uh, Secret show. No,
Secret
I'm
show.
thinking I might step in with the big boys for one show,
Why
just
not?
just to have a bit of fun.
Yeah,
Just do like PCA classic tool,
yeah,
and just have a little bit of fun
just
with it.
yeah,
I don't know. Like in my head, I'm like, well, I'm in condition.
yeah. I think for you and kind of how I know you, it will depend on how you feel with those other shows and how it all goes. Because you might just get to the end of it, be like, I've done what I've needed to. I'm happy with it. There's no point keep fucking digging the hole because
Yeah,
your body might start tanking by that point because you've been in prep a long time. So
yeah.
yeah, but who knows?
But I enjoy being on stage. I
Yeah,
enjoy that process of it,
yeah.
and to do a season where I'm gonna do what you could have
Six
BA
shows.
PCA twice. That's 5 shows already.
Yeah,
Like, do I just make the most of it and just do as many as you can when you're in condition?
yeah,
Like, potentially not even peak for all that show, just go in and just enjoy it, treat it as like a rest day and just get some
yeah.
tan and
Just
see
show
how it
up.
goes.
Yeah,
It depends on one the rebound from PCA finals
yeah,
because I will be using peak max for that. And two, whether it will affect my overall look for the MBW.
yeah, yeah. Because you haven't got
Um,
like a lot of wiggle room between a lot of those shows either.
no, they're literally so I've got next weekend 6 days, then obviously the day after, then I've got 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But then I'm saying if I do the following Sunday, it'll be 7 days, and then done.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm not too sure yet. We shall see.
We shall see. We shall see. Either way, I think it's been a win so far anyway. Because
Yeah, mate. Like,
you posted that. Was it today you posted it? That transformation, 6 year transformation. Like
yeah,
it's pretty wild, especially from the back as well. Like just mad. So
yeah. That's like the thing I wanted to do. Like I've always said, the whole prep, like the one goal was to just be better
yeah,
and to prove to I don't know myself that all the kind of progress and effort and work that I've
it's
put in
been
over the
worth it.
past
Yeah,
6 years or since I've got into natural bodybuilding and had it as a hobby basically and well as a lifestyle. It's not
yeah,
it's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. It's paid off and
yeah,
I've walked the walk and I am currently walking the walk and that's what I want to continue to do because I think it sets a precedent, doesn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, for clients and everything. If I never stood on stage or never show people what I can achieve, I'm very humble in the fact that I know my genetics are not the greatest, but I can work fucking hard.
Yeah, yeah,
And I won't miss that. Like I will
yeah.
just
And
put the work in.
that can translate to clients as well, because you're then never going to ask them to do something that you most definitely haven't done yourself as well, which
Yeah,
I think is important, especially with coaching in general. Like, if a coach hasn't dieted or had a successful diet ever, how dare you tell someone?
yeah,
In my opinion, again, I hold my hands up if you think I'm wrong, but in my opinion, if you haven't done something yourself, you shouldn't be asking people
yeah. I
that
100%
are
agree.
paying you to do the same thing.
Yeah, 100% agree. And that's why it doesn't sit right with me for me to tell people like to take PDs or something.
Yeah,
Even though I have got knowledge in that area, am I the most knowledgeable guy in that area? No, I'm not,
yeah,
because that's not my forte. My forte is natural bodybuilding. But
yeah.
like, I just wouldn't feel right telling someone to do something I've never done before.
Yeah, because again, you've not got that personal. Because as much as there
Yeah,
is that science knowledge that you can have on any topic, if you've not actually done it, then not got that personal experience of how one makes you feel, and two, kind of what it does to the body as well. Because again, when you're lean, it does things to you, and when you're heavy, it does things to you mentally, physically. So to know what that feels like, you can then be like, okay, like my client understands that, they trust me
yeah,
because I've been there.
yeah. I agree. I think it's good as well from a coaching standpoint. I actually had this question from someone from work the other day. They were like, "Why do you have a coach if you're a coach?" And I think it's a very kind of common question for people outside the industry or
Yeah,
from a different perspective, because they're like, "Well, you're a coach, so you should know what you should do for yourself." And I'm like, "Well, actually, it makes me a better coach
yeah,
having a coach."
yeah,
And I think like a lot of people don't understand that. And I've actually seen it in the industry a lot where I think to myself, I'm like, "Yeah, you're a coach, you're telling people what to do, but you've never been coached before.
yeah, yeah.
So maybe you should invest in getting a coach."
Yeah, because it could even like, let's say you've got all the knowledge in the world. Sometimes it's just how that coach speaks to you in certain situations. Sometimes it's their systems. Sometimes it's just how they operate things in general. You can always pick something up from it and implement it because at the end of the day, you're paying someone who's essentially above you, and
Yeah,
that's the whole reason that you would never hire someone who's either not done as much or doesn't know nearly as much as you. So you're going upwards, and for example, AJ, I guarantee you knows more than you do. I don't know if AJ's ever been coached before, but wherever he gets his knowledge from, guess what? It's from above him and
yeah.
not below. So
100%.
yeah,
100%. And the thing is, as well, a lot of these, I think a lot of people look up to these guys in the industry or the bigger coaches, for example, like AJ, and go, "Oh, he hasn't got a coach, so I don't need one." And it's like, well, actually, AJ has a lot of good eyes around him
yeah.
and a
It's
lot of
almost like
knowledgeable
he's
people around him.
got that for just by being as good as he is because he's got so many of those people around him, like
Yeah,
Kuba, for example.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So I think like a lot of people could learn from that. That if you are a coach, potentially getting a coach is the next level for you.
yeah,
Um,
definitely. Yeah.
and from the accountability standpoint as well.
Yeah, like how I always explain it to people that aren't necessarily in the industry when they're like, "Oh, why have you got a coach?" And I always kind of revert back to something that they can understand would be like Mike Tyson knows how to box. Mike Tyson, when he was boxing, had a coach.
Yeah,
Could that
exactly.
coach? I mean, there is a bit of a blurred line with that because you could argue, for example, Customato wasn't as good as a fighter as Mike Tyson, for example, but he was older. He had that accountability. It was structure. It was a plan. Like that's
100%.
most of what coaching is. Like it is just that structure and that plan. And for example, you coach me. I'm a coach. I'm sure you coach other coaches as well,
Yeah,
so they know how it works. And then, but it then just staircases down again because you're giving them the structure, the accountability. And I will openly say this: like I would not have competed had it not been for you being my coach at all.
yeah,
I could probably get myself lean if there was like no distractions, no ups and downs in life, because that would be easy, and that's not how it works. But the knowledge is there, but the structure, the accountability, and everything else isn't when you don't have a coach.
yeah.
And then that's
And
when
do you know
people get
what? From personal experience, coaches are the fucking worst for accountability, man.
yeah,
Like coaching coaches, sometimes they're worse than not like just
yeah,
lifestyle or just
yeah,
people who are not coaches but just bodybuilders.
yeah,
So yeah, like that's one thing that does kind of like if you are a coach and you check in with me, and I'm sure other coaches have it as well, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I didn't do this today, or I didn't do this week, and I didn't do that," and I'm like, so when you've been talking to your clients,
Yeah,
how would you feel if they did exactly the same check-in? And
yeah,
that's what kind of like I'm like, well, you've got to set a standard. Like I believe you've got to set a standard. Like for
yeah,
you, you set a standard. You
yeah,
do what's necessary for your progress. And I think that shows like that's why you're getting more and more people coming to you for photo shoots because you are leading by the front. And I
yeah,
think that's so important. And a lot of coaches are not as accountable as
yeah.
how they
But
make out on social media,
yeah,
which
I
is
was just
very
about to say that
frustrating.
like they make out as if they're really accountable. Like I'm not perfect, and I'll never say that. I'm like if I've done something wrong or not done something, I will always hold myself to account. To be like, this hasn't gone well. This is why. But there's probably so many people, and obviously you probably won't know or see about it because they're not going to talk about it. Where they're
No,
like, "Oh, I'm Mr. 100." It's like you're probably not. Like
you're
let's
probably not.
yeah, let's
No.
let's not beat around the bush here.
Am I more accountable now that I'm with AJ than what I was when I was in my off season and I wasn't with AJ? Yes.
Off season, yeah, probably a diet. You're probably the same.
In a diet, yeah, I was fairly accountable to myself in a diet.
Yeah,
But off season, like I would have certain things where I'd maybe have a bad session and come home and order a Domino's.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like now, I just know that if I did that, AJ would be like, "What the
What
fuck?"
are you doing?
You know. So uh, and to be fair, even back then, that level of accountability in my off season was probably a lot higher than some of these coaches that are not accountable. Anyway,
Yeah, we could
should we
start
move
atting
on?
people.
Yeah, let's not at people. I actually want to move on to a topic as well, whilst we're on that.
Yep.
I I've seen it a lot recently because there's a lot of people coming out of preps, and a lot of people are coming out of preps and leaving like a coach and going coachless basically
Yeah.
for a period of time, um, and they just get fat. Like,
Yeah. Like I don't know who I was speaking to this about, or whether I just had a thought myself. Like I've been there as well. You need, even if it's not all of the structure, you need some sort of structure post diet,
yeah,
post show, post prep, whatever it is. Because guess what? If you take away that accountability, you're going to go into a bottomless pit of just
yeah,
silliness and not put on 20 pounds, it'll be 20 kilos.
yeah,
And I've seen
yeah.
it.
It just like I go through social media and I'm like, you were peeled like 6 weeks ago. Like, what has happened?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're back in their diet 10 weeks after their show.
Yeah.
Their hormones are still fucked from their prep, and then
Yeah.
they're back trying to take more
And
fat
then
off
mentally, that's just a
ball
slippery
ache.
slope. That's a
Yeah,
slippery slope
so
because
hard to get out of.
it's quite clear you're trying to claw back the damage, but you're doing it when it's probably too late. Like,
Yeah,
and it is too late because to then go back, diet a little bit off, to then push back up again, it's like, well, you may as well just accept your fate at this point and be like, let's just make the best out of the bad situation.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because I think people think like, oh, this is a good time to maybe take some downtime and stuff. But like, I know for myself, I take accountability of how my clients respond coming out of a diet.
Yeah.
You know, and if as long as I can go, all right, as a coach, I've done everything I
Yeah,
possibly
done your
can,
bit. Yeah.
yeah, to make sure that they've come out this in a more healthy way, then I've done my job. Like, if the client's not going to listen to what I'm saying and then goes and binges and eats off plan every single day and consumes, I don't know, 20,000 calories, then there's nothing I can do, right? I can't like go there and put a muzzle over you.
Yeah.
But you know, I still take accountability, and I think that's important to note as well for coaches that your job's not done when your client has
Yeah.
finished a long dieting process or you know
Yeah.
a prep or
There
anything.
was uh, I'm not going to say names or who or when, but there was someone that I was speaking to where they didn't have a plan post diet, like none. They didn't
Right.
know what they was going to be doing afterwards, and it caused them some issues. And I was
Yeah.
speaking to the person or the individual about it. I was like, speak to whoever the person is you're paying
Yeah,
and get them to set you something up ASAP
yeah.
because you
You
need
need
it.
a goal.
Yeah.
You need a goal.
Not even a
Like,
goal, just structure. Like
yeah,
knowing what is going to happen with your calories, what's going to happen with your expenditure. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down?
yeah,
And educate the person what to expect both physically and mentally after a diet. Because it's not just the physical, it's the mental as well. Because you need to
yeah,
accept some things, you need to get health back into a good spot. But this person, they was like, I was almost telling them what the other person should be telling them.
yeah,
I was like, this ain't it. This ain't it.
yeah.
So, but
It's
again,
like,
different people have different methods of doing things.
yeah. I mean, for example, like Tom, Owen, and Dylan, they probably haven't checked their roadmap yet, but their roadmap's already
Yeah,
out for like next year,
yeah,
right? They're already roadmapped for next year for what's going to happen post show. I've even drafted their off-season food,
yeah,
off-season training. Like that's already done. So like when they come out of prep in 3 weeks' time, it's going to be boom. Here's the plan. Let's roll with it.
yeah,
Keep with the frequent check-ins and the way we sped up check-ins during prep. That will obviously come down. So maybe
yeah,
for the first week coming out of the show or post show, post prep, it'll be dailies. Then it'll maybe go down to after we obviously assess how that week goes. If any of them are struggling, it'll continue as dailies.
yeah,
Then it'll go down to maybe 3 a week, 2 a week, and then back to the 1 a week, the standard kind of
yeah,
off season
yeah.
setting. Um, and I
But
think that's just really beneficial for
yeah,
everyone.
you've probably noticed anyway, just with your conversations, that there is bits that you're speaking about where they're kind of getting that knowledge anyway, what's to come, and it's not
Yeah,
just going to be like, oh, prep's finished. Oh, I'm going to have a look at my sheets. There's probably already a bit of awareness there. Obviously, Dylan, Tom, they've done it multiple
yeah,
times, but obviously, I won't speak for Owen, but it will be brand new for him.
yeah,
So he's probably going to need a bit more guidance there,
yeah, for sure,
and
for
that's
sure.
just as simple as it is.
Yeah. Luckily, Owen's got a very good head.
Yeah,
Like he, it was funny because when I told him in prep, I like set the standard straight away, and I said like, you're not having an off-plan meal until you finish prep, like till you've done your last show. And he
yeah.
was like, okay, that's fine. And I was like, someone at 18 years old is expecting you to say, can I not have like a Domino's post my first show or something?
Yeah, but
He was
then
just like,
there's two sides of that because obviously he is a bit younger, so he's going to look up to you probably with a bit more respect. So he will respect your decision a lot more, as opposed to maybe someone who's either a bit closer in age or older. There might not be that respect there. So obviously
yeah,
everything's brand new to him, so he's just going to be like, okay, coach
yeah,
says I will do, sort of thing, because
and
he's not got that ego about him to
yeah,
go
that's why it
against
looks
it.
phenomenal because he just does the fucking job.
Yeah,
Like he
like
just works.
I'm excited to see him in like 3, 4, 5 years
It's
time.
gonna be a
It's
freak.
gonna be a freak. So
He's gonna
whatever
be
you're doing, Owen,
ridiculously good.
keep doing it for 5 years solid. You're gonna be an absolute monster.
Yeah, yeah. I was writing his training plan up the other day for his off season, and I was like, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. He's just a joke. Like to
yeah,
look like that at 18, mental, absolutely
yeah. What are
mental.
we doing wrong, bro?
Oh mate, I may as well quit. Like it's not even worth it.
Oh,
I'll just say that I prepped once and that'll be it.
yeah, that's it. I've retired now.
I've retired. I got a medal. That do.
Yeah, I might retire while I'm on top, bro.
Yeah, it's not worth it, bro. Like we're not cut out like these 18-year-olds.
I'm going out the winner. Right, should we move on to some questions?
Yes.
Can't believe we've been chatting 40 minutes
40
already. That's
minutes.
wild.
40 minutes. I've got
Oh,
quite a
I've got
few.
a lot of questions.
Bu- 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 bu-
Russians are still waiting on the glute spread. Russian, I'm post my ass enough on social media, mate.
Rosh has sent me a load of questions, so
Yeah, he sent me loads as well.
well, shout out to you, Rosh, because you've
I had a little bit. Oh, do I? Yeah, fuck it. Sorry, Russian. I'm outing you. Um, I'm outing him. I was having a chat with him yesterday. Do you know he gained 10 kilos in 3 days post photo shoot?
no, what just gone?
He's got he's got the Natty blueprint rebound title. He's
Three
secured it.
days.
3 days.
Oh man, do you know why though?
because of those cookies,
Yeah,
probably.
it's that freezer that he's got full of
Yeah.
cookies, brownies,
Well,
blondies, ice
do you
cream.
know what I saw on the WNBF post is they've got that stall again, like
Yeah.
the cookie stall, and I saw he liked it, so I literally screenshotted. I messaged him and I was like, "How's food focus, bro?" And he's like, "I'm waiting for it to restock my freezer," and then we were just talking, and he was just like, "Yeah, I gained 10 kilos in 3 days post shoot." And I was like, "Jesus!" It's like he was like, "Yeah, you know it's bad when you finish your prepped meals." Like you don't order food or buy new food. You're literally eating like cooked chicken from the fridge and finishing that off.
Oh God. Yeah, right. If there's one thing not to do post diet, post prep, do not hoard food
Yeah, it's
at
silly.
all. It's silly because you're gonna slam it.
Off the rails, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So just get it gone. I remember because I ordered five of those like cookie things. I had one each show after each
Yeah.
show. I threw the rest away.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I do not want these.
Yeah, do you know what? That's a good point. And as well, there's something I've been implementing with clients for off-plan meals. Is if you're cooking your own off-plan meals, or I don't know, for example, you're getting a dessert,
Yeah,
right? And you buy a bag of cookies. Let's say you have two of those cookies.
yeah,
Bin them after you eat the off-plan
yeah.
meal.
Because otherwise, you're just gonna go,
Don't have
oh,
it in the
yeah,
house.
exactly. It's
It's
you have to have a bit of forward thinking about how you're gonna feel whilst you're doing that because
yeah,
you know it's gonna happen. That those feelings are, oh, fancy another one. Just get it gone.
yeah.
Or just don't buy it.
Out
Just
of
don't
sight,
buy
out
it.
of mind.
Yeah, the best thing to do, like something that's I wouldn't say I nailed post prep by any means, but I kept all my choices the same. I'm
Yeah,
still eating the same things now. Had I completely overhauled my diet and was just eating fucking left, right, and center just to make it fit my macros, it would have just been chaos. Like
yeah,
putting Biscoff everywhere, chocolate, like
yeah.
sweet, like it's just it would fit in my macros. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help.
No, because you're gonna be you'll get the cravings for that food even more.
Yeah,
And obviously, there's no short-term goals, so you're gonna convince yourself it's okay to
yeah.
overindulge.
Just eat a
And
whole
that's
jar
what
of
it is. It's
Biscoff.
overindulging.
Oh,
Oh, Rosh is also doing a 10K challenge, 10,000 calorie
he's
challenge
already done that.
with Chris. Yeah, I literally. Do you know what? Like, I would show our conversations because they are quite funny, and I was literally like, I replied saying, "That's just pointless."
Yeah. But the thing is,
And
like, he knows he can do 10,000 calories.
yeah,
Most
I
people
don't
can.
understand this
It's not a
challenge.
challenge.
It's not.
It's just a glorified binge, is what it is. Like, don't tell me that 10,000 calories is a challenge.
Mate,
All
I
of us,
could do 10,000 calories of cream of rice. Generally,
I could do it in like a couple of hours.
yeah.
Easy.
Like, it's not hard, and
No.
I don't know what you need to prove to do it. Like, it's
Yeah.
so, like I just can't. So the thing is, as well, regardless, I can't understand why you're doing any phase you're in. If you're in a diet, you're prolonging that diet by 2, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
easy, by offsetting the deficit that
Yeah.
much. If you're in an off season, let's say you're on I don't know, 150 to 200 calorie surplus per day.
Yeah.
You're then going to you're then gonna what increase that by 7,000 calories. Let's say
Yeah.
if your food's at 3,000.
Yeah.
What is the point? Look, think of how many days that 7,000 calories would have equated to in gaining phase time,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna do it in one. Like,
Yeah. I would say the only time you could probably get away with it, and I'm not recommending this at all, if you really did want to do it, let's just use the easy numbers of 3,000 calories you're on. Just pull back 1,000 calories for 5, 6 days. Give
yeah,
yourself a bit of wiggle room.
or 10 days.
Yeah, 10 days, and you pretty much, or yeah, literally 10 days. That will counteract it to a point.
Yeah,
Um, that's probably a better way of doing it. It's like banking calories if you're going to have an off-plan
yeah.
meal, but on an
But then I
extreme version.
can't like your digestive system's going to be
Yeah,
fucked for days on end. Like I generally can't wrap my head around why people do it,
yeah,
and like I don't know whether the main thing is like content purposes. Um, but again, like
yeah.
you're at a stretch for content if you're doing that. I'm sorry, but like,
Oh, well, there goes my YouTube list idea. Oh, damn it.
yeah, 10K challenge, mate. If you checked in and you done a 10K challenge, I'd literally I wouldn't even reply Loom. I'd just reply, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah, cancel my direct debit.
Anyway, Rosh Dog. We didn't mean to out you. And sorry, we do actually love you on the podcast because you
Yeah,
are an avid listener and you do
exactly.
give some really, really good questions. Like, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen in the gym?
I mean, I saw Matt does fitness. Wasn't that crazy, but I saw him today. Um, Crazy
Craziest
things in the gym. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say
7 plate Cybex hack.
there was this guy. I mean, when we say crazy, I'm talking like stupid, like just
Oh, okay.
ridiculous things. He went viral on, I think it was TikTok at the time, or maybe Instagram. It was when I used to train at the gym group. You might remember seeing it on socials at one point, but he used to stack loads of plates onto his knees and do tricep dips. And he
Legend.
blew up on the internet. And he used to train at Ashford Gym Group. And he would put like 10, 20 kilo plates and just like
Dipper.
literally do.
That's pretty cool though. Oh, not.
But then
Oh,
he'll
I
just
wouldn't.
throw them off on the floor,
Oh,
like because he couldn't get out of it. It
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
ridiculous, and yeah, it was probably the stupidest thing that I've ever seen in the gym. He
All right.
was an idiot.
Well, the craziest thing I've seen is a 7 plate Cybex hack on that Mark
7.
II in Ashford. That was pretty wild.
Who done that?
Some powerlifting guy, I think. I've
Sure.
never seen him since, but I remember looking over and I was like, that is stupid. Like I was watching in awe because you know my relationship with the Cybex hack, even though I'm fucking shit at it now. Um, I was literally looking at it and I was like, the best I've ever done is 4.5, and he's just moving 7 like nothing. And I was just like, your joints, one must be made of steel, and two, that is cool as fuck.
Yeah, and the Cybex is heavy.
Yeah, so heavy. Rosh has also asked gym pet peeves. Stinky fuckers.
Yeah, stinky people, people that don't put their plates away.
We're being brutal today, aren't we?
Oh well, oh well.
Can you tell him? Can you tell I'm 11 days out?
He's just coming for everyone. Just like a lack of self-awareness of like where you're standing, what you're doing, things like that. Like there's been a couple of times when I've been on like the pendulum and people have walked past and caught it with themselves. It's like
Oh,
if I'm mid rep and you make me fuck this, I could hurt myself. Just have a little
yeah.
bit of awareness with what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Just yeah, etiquette, I suppose.
Yeah, like
And like
standing.
when people stand in like the dumbbell rack when you're trying to get dumbbells and they're doing curls, and you're like, just stand and
Yeah,
literally take a meter step back,
yeah,
and you're sound.
exactly.
Otherwise, this
You
40
don't need
kilos
to
is
be this
going in my
close to the
tummy.
mirror. Yeah, just lack of awareness is probably up there.
Oh, here we go. This is a. I'm gonna call him Rosh Dog for now.
Rush dog.
Weirdest food combo you enjoy. Now we're going down the food route. Here's food focus.
Oh
Oh,
no.
mate, I honestly question your relationship with food.
Yeah, that's not good.
Chicken rice and banana with nut butter. That used to be go down quite well in the off season
I
with
don't really
cinnamon.
I don't really have any weird food that I
Oh,
eat.
I don't.
I mean, I sometimes put honey on my rice.
No, that's nice though.
That's
Like
not that weird.
add some pineapple into that, and that's good.
Um, yeah, nothing really. I don't
I
really eat.
can't think of it. I think I've spoken about before what I've done with like oats when I put like the coconut flakes on it and just random shit like that.
No.
That was post 2019 prep.
Like I see it a lot, and it is definitely just a bodybuilding thing. It's like putting fruit and nut butters in with your chicken and rice meals. It
Yeah, it
I,
does. Mate,
I
it does
just don't
go.
get it. I just don't get it.
It does go.
I'm sure it does, but just have it separate.
Yeah, but there's like pineapple on pizza, isn't it? I
Yeah, I
suppose
get
it's the
that.
same
Like
argument.
that makes sense. But if you put like cutting up your strawberries and lathering them with almond butter with your chicken and rice meal, just stop.
Just have it separate. Roshan's also asked go-to comfort food.
What's yours, Rosh?
Yeah, cookies. No,
Uh,
meal prep chicken from the fridge.
Comfort food. I just like my oats. I could eat that every single meal still. Like that's just nice and warm, nice wholesome meal. Fills you up, plenty of fiber. You can put what you want on it within reason. Maybe not.
Yeah, mine's like cream of rice. Like,
Yeah.
there's been countless times in this prep where Kate's got like the other night, for example, she cooked herself fillet steak. It was like really nice. And I just had a bowl of cream of rice. And I literally looked at both and I was like, I'd rather my cream of rice. Like, how mad is that?
You're deep in prep, bro.
I'd
Because I'm
rather my
like,
75 grams of cream of rice.
give me my
Um,
powdered rice.
yeah, literally.
God. Yeah.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Definitely not Ashford. Um,
I
somewhere
don't
in
know.
America.
I don't think I've explored enough places to make that kind of life
Yeah. I mean,
decision.
I've not been to enough places to pick like, oh, that'll be the best place to go.
I'd
Um,
like to go to Madeira.
it is nicer. It is nicer.
Yeah, might be. I might
Are
have
you-
to hit Steph and Claudia up.
Yeah, there you
Got a
go.
spare room.
Well, there you go. There's your stay. But yeah, no, it is very nice there. Just be prepared to do a lot of walking because it's
I don't mind that though on a
like
holiday.
that. Like if you want to go a mile that way, you have to do 10 miles up and down first.
How are they not shredded?
Probably drive everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Jesus, I'm still on Russians questions.
Yeah, I've literally got like 8 questions from Rosh and I haven't even
Right,
started yet.
let's do a Rush Dog quick fire.
Quick fire.
One item you can't leave the house with. Can't be your phone, wallet.
My keys.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Instead
get
I'm not
back in.
getting back in.
Um,
Go to karaoke song.
uh, Elton John, Crocodile Rock.
Mine's Enrique Iglesias, Hero.
Is it? I like it. You know the one that's like, baby, I like
No,
it the
no.
way you move on.
We've got to clip that.
Magic clicks on Riverside. Don't do me
Oh,
dirty.
God. Um, do you have any hidden talents?
Uh, I can do this noise.
That's his mating.
I
That's
don't
his
know how that.
mating call.
Sorry for the audio listeners. That probably sounded horrendous.
There's Max's mating call.
Yeah,
There'll be
literally.
flocks of women outside now.
Well, not anymore, mate. Come on. I'm 11 days out, bro. Let's be
Um,
realistic.
my hidden talent is not really a talent. It's more like a little bit autistic. I can memorize most people's number plates forever
Oh, okay.
to the point
What's
where
my
if I
number,
s-
mate?
if I see your number plate and I don't know like obviously I know what car you've got, but especially when I'm in like the gym car park, for example, I can look across number plates and be like, oh, so and so's here, so and so's here, so and so's here, and to the point where I can remember parents' old cars' number plates, like my brother's
Shit.
first car's number plate.
You'll be good if you ever get in an accident, mate. You can
Exactly.
remember their number
I
plate.
mean, saying that, when I did get into an altercation with someone, I was so angry I forgot to take the details.
That's good. Rosh has asked what's on your bucket list outside of bodybuilding?
um, bucket list. Just travel more, really.
Travel, keep growing, personally, business wise, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Got
about
any
it.
more from the Rosh Dog?
Yep. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Um,
No.
uh, I'm gonna say yes. Only because Kate has it and I don't mind it, but I
Okay.
wouldn't personally pick it.
If you could time travel, would you go to the past or to the future?
Future.
No, we're doomed. I'm going to the past.
You're going back to the past.
Yep. Coffee hot or iced? Neither.
Hot.
Um, guilty pleasure food. We kind of already touched on that. Who would play you in a movie about your life?
What's a really attractive male?
Channing Tatum. There we go.
You to be fair.
Yeah, I'm basically the same.
My name is Jim.
My name's Jeb. Uh, that's all my Rush Dog questions.
Right. got one from Andy. This is a bit more of a serious one. Um, what's your outlook on the discourse around GLP-1s in bodybuilding? So your Ozempics, your Manjaros.
It's like anything, it's something to put into your body to get a result. Whether I agree with it or not, much like a lot of compounds, I don't necessarily agree with all of them, being obviously a natural bodybuilder. um, I think that it's leaning more so on the side of just it's popular at the moment, and that's
Yeah.
it.
I feel like it's going down this like L-carnitine route.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Remember, like, was 6 months ago we were chatting about L-carnitine not on every podcast,
yeah,
and it was every podcast we'd get a question on it.
yeah,
I feel like it's the same thing now, and then
yeah,
it's going to get to like Retta because Retta's now becoming more and more popular.
yeah,
And I feel like cool if they're things that work and make bodybuilding better and potentially make it, I don't want to say easier, but more like can produce better looks on stage at a
yeah,
very, very high level, then
yeah.
fair. And if it's in a way healthier, maybe from a mental aspect of things, I don't
It's
know.
slightly off topic, but somewhat related to just drugs and newer drugs coming in. Do you think older bodybuilding, so like the 90s, looked better than it does now? Because I just
I
think
don't
it's a
know.
cleaner look. Like, obviously, it is a freak show
Yeah,
at the end of the day. Like, to go to the top end, it's a freak show. But I just think nowadays it looks a little bit more kind of not fake. That's probably the wrong word to use, but
freaky.
like in flames. You can tell that they're pushing things that they probably shouldn't be pushing.
Yeah,
Like it's freaky, obviously for that reason, but it just doesn't look as like, oh wow, look at that. Like your Dorian. Yeah, he
yeah,
was an absolute freak, but if you put him on stage to the guys now, I don't think he would win just based off what people are looking for now.
yeah.
But I think it just, in my opinion, it just looked a lot cleaner. I don't know how to describe that, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think
like bubble
is it
gut, like
is that
weird
yeah.
insertions,
Oh, well,
like
they have honed in on the bubble guts now, so
yeah,
they're trying to reduce it. But I do know what you mean, and they still have like a lot of them still do struggle a lot with midsection control.
yeah,
Um, is it though just the evolution of sport?
yeah, and that's what I mean.
Like
Like
if you put like a Formula One car against a
yeah,
Formula One car now from the nineties, it would get smoked. The
yeah,
nineties one would get smoked.
yeah,
You know, same with if you put the I don't know England's World Cup winning from 1966 to England's team now, even though England's team now is
yeah,
absolutely shite. We found out the other day. Um, you know, the new team would win. Like it's
yeah, of
just the
course.
evolution of sport. So I do understand what you're saying though. Yeah,
Yeah,
you look at that old kind of look, and it does align more with the classic kind of look now, and
yeah,
it's a lot kind of yeah, there's a lot more sometimes more pleasing on the eye and more
yeah,
aesthetically pleasing, I suppose.
yeah,
But yeah, I suppose to just answer Andy's question, could it be a phase potentially? Could it not? Could it be something that improves the sport potentially? Could it be something that's a negative towards the sport potentially? That's
yeah. I
probably
think
my
because
view.
it's so new that it's only going to be a time will tell kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
One from Louis. Thoughts on how Urs will do in the next show in Germany, which I do believe is this weekend.
He'll win it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of German guys in it. I looked at the lineup. It was like German, 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 German,
Yeah,
German, German, German.
he'll win it. I think it's pretty much a carbon copy of the guys who did Italy.
Yeah, I mean, the
I
top three
feel
are
like
there.
he'll win.
So,
Yeah. How ridiculous was that, by the way? I
oh,
listened to the well, to the Stefan podcast with Fuad,
yep,
Stefan's Urz's coach.
yeah,
Mate, apparently he used to pull down like 13 kilos.
yeah. I mean, if you look at his face, he just looks like he's tired,
Yeah,
washed out, worn out from the classic stuff. And so it
yeah,
makes sense. And obviously, he's not had to pull back nearly as much. He's not had to lose any muscle because he said that that was the reason that he stopped,
yeah.
wasn't it? Because he was just losing muscle just to fit the weight
Just to
cap.
get the cap. Yeah.
Yeah, which shows how much. For example, let's say for the last 3 years he hadn't done classic. Imagine the size of him.
Oh, mate, ridiculous. And
So,
do you know what's so cool now is all of them are coming out. Like Keon, he's now doing an open show.
yeah,
Like it's
Who
really cool that it's starting to.
what's that ESN guy? The Wesley, is it Wesley?
Wesley Vissers,
Yeah, I think he switched as well.
has he?
Pretty sure he has.
I haven't seen that, but yeah, it is cool to see them switching. And I think as well, from a health standpoint, it's probably healthier than trying to just bury yourself into the ground by losing
Yeah.
muscle.
And
Um, Jack has asked, how do you know when you're lean enough? I know that's a very broad question, but I just don't know.
lean enough for what?
Yeah, I think that's the question. Like, what is the goal,
Yeah.
right?
Because
Um,
you've got different extremes. So obviously the lean enough for sport, as in bodybuilding, it's very fucking lean, and you're
yeah,
gonna need a coach for that. To just be lean enough to improve how you looked last year, as an example, that's subjective to the individual. Like, for example, a lot of people might look at me and go, "Oh, you're lean," but to me, that's not lean because I've been lean. So
yeah.
it depends. It depends.
Yeah, he's also put part two. Where would I um, like to be ideal weight? Currently at 126 kilos and lost 103. First of all, 103 is ridiculous, mate. Losing 103 kilos is absolutely
Yeah,
crazy stuff. So you should be immensely proud of yourself because I don't think there's a lot of people on the planet who have
no,
done that. Um,
that's wild.
but yeah, like,
I mean, if we just go by average weights of the height male that you are,
yeah,
I think that would be what is considered something to aim towards, whether that's what you want to aim towards. But
yeah,
it
yeah. I
sounds
think
like,
it's what you feel comfortable with. Like,
yeah,
if you want to continue to diet, like from a health standpoint, being 126 kilos, like, yeah, you probably need to get a little bit lighter,
yeah,
right?
I'd say somewhere where I would recommend some of my clients to aim towards, and it's not necessarily an end goal, it's just like, right, to get you to a healthier weight, let's aim for 90 kilos at an average height.
Yeah,
That's a
100%.
general, obviously, male and female is slightly different. But yeah, it depends, like, because obviously you've achieved a lot. Do you
Yeah.
want to keep going?
I
Sounds like
think
you
that's
do.
it. Like the question probably is are you feeling burnt out
Yeah,
by losing so much weight? And I think as well, like you've had clients who have done kind of. I'm gonna be honest. I've never had a client lose 100 kilos.
the most I've
But
had is 40.
40 kilos,
Yeah,
yeah. Like I've had 80 pounds, which I suppose is a similar
yeah,
to around that.
yeah,
Um, like what you have to kind of tell the client or the individual is like, hey, you're going to lose 80 or however much. Like I've still got guys now who are in the process of losing even more,
yeah,
but it's a long journey. Like it's
yeah.
not like you're just going to keep shifting body fat for 2 years. Like it's just not going to be like
There's
that.
going
You're
to
going
be
to have
ups
to
and
schedule in,
downs.
yeah,
Yeah,
diet breaks, freshen up periods, periods of even like gaining to resensitize and to
yeah,
also build food up and build
yeah.
tools up.
And you also, yeah, that as well, but you also need to look at health markers because there's been a few of my clients where certain things start to crop up. I'm like, right, let's get bloods done. We've
Yeah,
lost a lot of weight here. We've dieted for a long time. Let's just see where you're at. And then blood markers will say X, Y, Z. We're like, okay, let's slow things down or call a
yeah,
halt to it. So if you haven't, that's something I would recommend you do. And if you've got other bloods to compare to as well, that'd be a good piece of data to have. So if you haven't for a while, I'd say anywhere between 6 and 12 months. If you haven't had bloods done, go get some more done. See where you're at. Compare again in the next 6 months because
yeah.
it's not just about weight; it's about what's going on inside as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But like, yeah, obviously, Jack, it's kind of difficult. I mean, drop me and Denny a message. Is he still working with Chris? I'm assuming he
Pretty sure
is.
he is. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
like, obviously, Chris will have like a mapped out timeline for you and
yeah,
stuff, and he'll be able to give you the direction on where you need to go. But I think as well, like, is it's a collaboration effect of if you're feeling that mental burnout, then just communicate that.
yeah,
Because yeah, obviously, like you've lost a lot already. And if you've got the desire to keep going and you're in a good spot to keep going, then yeah, certainly do, my man, because you're doing a fantastic job.
yeah.
Andy said predictions for this weekend's Premier League results. Let me just quickly grab them.
Good
Premier
to
League, so you've got Arsenal, Forest,
Arsenal,
Bournemouth, Brighton.
Brighton,
Bournemouth. Ooh,
again Brighton,
interesting. Newcastle, Wolves,
Newcastle,
Everton, Villa.
Villa.
You reckon Villa are going to do it? Everton are looking good this season.
There's been a few, not upsets, I wouldn't say, but a few of the worst off teams have kind of been a bit surprising so far.
Mm,
So
I'm going to say there's a draw. Palace, Sunderland. Palace.
yeah,
Fulham, Leeds.
Fulham,
West Ham, Tottenham.
Tottenham,
Brentford, Chelsea.
Brentford.
Fuck yeah. I knew that was coming.
We got to clip that one as well.
Yeah. Burnley, Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Man City,
Liverpool
Man
are
United.
Yeah, City. Liverpool's team at the minute.
Mate, they got Isak. It's job done.
It's game over. Like literally
It's,
game over.
it's job done. Season's done.
Like their entire squad is just nails everywhere.
It's OP, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do anything about
No
that.
one's beating that.
Um, and he's asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your cognitive function?
Well, Max's is a lot lower than mine right now.
Yeah. I tell you what, mine, like, luckily enough, my cognitive function is so clear in the morning.
Yeah,
Like, I've got that, that prep, like,
yeah. I
just
miss
so.
that. I miss that. Like the moment, like when I'm waking up in the morning at the minute, I'm like sluggish. I'm just
Yeah.
because I'm sleeping very well. I wake up a fair bit groggy. But when I was waking up in prep, I was like, "Bing, awake. Okay, let's go do a
You're
task."
so dialed in, bro.
Like just
Like,
straight
so
away.
dialed
Not even had to think about it.
in. Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, okay, let's go out for a walk. Let's freshen myself up a little bit before I can even think about doing a bit of work.
Yeah. It's- I notice as the day goes on, it declines though.
Yeah, probably
When I'm
like
Andy's asking this because I was literally like struggling to speak yesterday during legs, so that's
yeah.
why he's asking
You
this
know,
question.
one thing I notice, if you ever send me a voice note or if I'm listening to your looms, I can tell when you're struggling because it's like you're trying to project your voice just to get it to come out. I'm like, okay, he's struggling today. It's like, just trying to get your words out. So yeah, that's
There
something I
was a
noticed.
weekend a couple of weeks ago, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And that was when I was like in the bin, and I've been up since like 4 o'clock, and then I was doing check-ins like in the late morning or early afternoon. And I was just
Yeah.
like, I'm dead.
Yeah, I don't miss that. There was a few times when I was doing check-ins. I have a system of how I do them in terms of like the time, but throughout some bits of prep, I would have to stop after every check-in and be like,
Yeah, yeah, just
next.
yeah, like mentally prepare.
Yeah,
People don't realize like
it's
until they
tough.
prep,
Yeah,
just like there was even yesterday I came home and Kate was trying to talk to me and I was like, I cannot even like focus on what you're saying right now.
yeah. I don't
Like,
want to have to bring up brain power just to listen to
yeah.
you. So I'd rather not listen to you.
People just don't understand today until they've been through it.
Yeah.
Um, have you got any more questions?
There's a couple, but we're dragging this on a bit now.
Man, I've got quite
Um,
a few.
I mean, we kind of covered this. Louis said worst way you can mess up a reverse, and that's not have a coach. Um,
Yeah,
or
just to coincide that he's also asked me a question. And what would you say um, would be taking a bulk too far before prep? I think like when you get fat,
yeah, when you don't look like you lift anymore.
yeah. Like I've said this to so many guys, and I've got a bit of an influx recently of guys competing next year, and I've said to them like I wouldn't want them to start prep anywhere heavier than 30 pounds above stage weight.
Yeah, because it's that
So
thing of, especially if it's your first diet, you've got to get all that off.
yeah,
And there's
yeah,
typically a bit more to come off than you think, especially with someone that you've not worked with before.
yeah.
So,
Like for example, Finn is a great um, example. Like I've been working with him for over a year now, and we're in his pre-prep at the moment, and
yep,
he's lean, like
yeah,
he's already pretty lean, and I'm like, okay, we're going to push for another £5 off because that gives us a little bit more wiggle room. And I'd rather you lose £25 in 20 to 25 weeks than
Yeah,
have to lose £50 in 20 weeks, you know?
yeah,
So I would say, like, for you, Louis, like, obviously, I don't know how you looked prior to your photo shoot or kind of that would be a good reference point, right?
yeah,
Like, wherever you was at your photo shoot in terms of your body weight and your body composition, you can then use that as a reference point to, okay, how much more would I have to take off that to be peeled?
yeah,
And then when you can kind of get that reference point, it might be, I don't know, I don't think I've actually seen any of his photos, but it might be £5, it might be £10, it might be 15.
yeah,
You can use that as a reference point. I would say for first timers, always go on the air of the side of caution when it's probably more than what
yeah.
you think.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't see him in person very close to his photo shoot, but when I did see him, I'd say there was at least 10 to 15 pounds more to come off to be
yeah,
stage lean.
to be like peeled out your
Yeah,
brain, like glutes dug out,
yeah,
everything in. So yeah, use that as a reference point, and then don't push up anywhere like past, I don't know, £15. So then you've
yeah,
got that £30.
yeah,
Give yourself enough time as well. But yeah, obviously Louis is working with Chris, so Chris will do all that for him and
yeah.
we'll set you out. Um, okay, I've got Dylan's. This is Dylan's asked. Please explain approaches to peak week. Funny enough, he's asked that. Now he's in peak week. Front load carbs slash fat load slash linear load and their benefits. Um,
I mean,
okay, so I've tried.
I know a little bit about it, but I feel that's more one for you because you've probably used all of them at some point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I used to fat load back in 23. I used to do 3 day fat load, 3 day carb load. Don't do that anymore. So, okay, right. So the fat load slash carb load approach was the thought process behind that was loading intramuscular triglycerides, whilst also priming the body through kind of depletion of carbohydrates and improving insulin sensitivity. I personally think this is a bit debunked now because one, you're already depleted, you've done X amount of weeks of dieting. I do like to increase fats within a peak week, but mainly at the start, but carbohydrates will still come up as well.
Yeah,
Um, so that would be kind of like the fat load approach. Front load, so you've also got the front load, the back load. Front load is like basically loading carbohydrates earlier on in the week from the Monday to Wednesday, then pulling it down, leading into the show on the weekend. Back load is basically the reverse of that. You're pushing in the fats, pushing in the carbohydrates closer to the show. And then a linear load is basically you're increasing carbohydrates on pretty much a daily basis and kind of getting that super compensation effect of carbohydrates by only like slightly increasing them on a daily basis.
yeah,
Now, the problem with peak week approaches is you can have an approach in mind. So, for example, Dylan is on a linear load right now, but let's say he drops £2 tomorrow. Am I going to go with a standard template of a linear load and go, oh, okay, I can only add 50 carb in?
yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of a linear load. It's less, in my opinion, from what I know about it, there's less risk there because
Yeah,
you can, obviously you could do that technically with any peak. You could cut it or change something. But if you're going to stick with that approach, let's say he drops weight or maintains weight, you'd be like, okay, I can push this a little bit more potentially.
yeah,
And you've got that day-to-day basis. Whereas if you front load it, you've chucked in a lot of carbs already. Let's say the body doesn't react very well to it, they hold a lot of water. You've then got to try and bring that down, which is obviously why you pull back down, but it's a bit more risky. Same with the opposite way around. You're doing it closer to the show. Like again,
yeah.
is the body going to be able to, unless you've trialed it and you know exactly how the person works, it's you're still running with a bit more risk.
Yeah, I feel like the linear load is the least risky approach.
Yeah,
And another thing a lot of people do not think about within a peak week is if you do a back load or a front load or a fat load then a carb load, the amount of stress it's going to put on the digestive system by putting in like a lot of carbohydrates.
yeah,
You know, let's say for example, in a peak week you need, I don't know, 1,500 grams of carbs, right?
Yep.
Trying to put that across 3 days
Yeah.
is going to put more stress on the digestive tract than it would across 7 days and splitting it out and then slowly building it up.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that a lot of people kind of mess up within a peak week is they chuck in loads of food towards the end or chuck in loads of food at some point, and the digestive system's just not ready for that because you've been
Yeah.
eating dust prior,
Yeah.
or probably close to dust, you
Yeah.
know. So I think it's a slow build up. In terms of the benefits, like they all have their place, and I have used all of them. Um, I actually quite like the approach of doing a linear load up until like let's say the show's on the Sunday, doing a linear load up until like the Wednesday, Thursday, and then having the Friday, Saturday as a bit more of a moderate day,
Yeah.
where you can kind of pull things back just a little bit if we're starting to see that kind of fluid kind of come
Yeah.
from the higher carb days, and then you've got a couple of days just to pull off that fluid,
Yeah.
and just a little bit more of a predictable look.
It's
That's
just a
got
bit
a lot
more
of work.
measured, and you're not being volatile and
Yeah, yeah. I think
changing a lot overnight. As an example, it's like, oh, how did this date go? Let's do the next. How did this
yeah,
end? And it's like that.
yeah. You're monitoring it on a daily basis. I think
Yeah.
this is the problem with peak weeks is people think there needs to be a set approach when actually the approach needs to be assess what is happening with the visuals on the day and make the
Yeah.
decisions on the day. But obviously, yeah, there is these kind of like names approaches, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was a good little question.
Good little question.
Good little question. um, Leon Goes Gym has asked, how long does a reverse from a prep usually last?
As long as it needs to,
Yeah, yeah,
because it's not just a physical reverse; it's a mental reverse as well.
yeah. I mean, how long did it take you this year?
How long have I been in a good spot? I guess.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, all right. Let's what we're looking at here. We're looking at from a psychological level, a physiological level, and just like a general kind of health
health.
standpoint, right?
Yeah. I mean, from a health standpoint, pretty quickly. Like brain function, libido, come back pretty quickly. Sleep, come
I
back
don't
pretty
know.
quickly.
Libido is one of those things that can take time.
Yeah, it can do. For me, it didn't, but I kind of lost mine pretty quickly, so I was just like shut off for a while. Um, from a performance side of things, I'd say it's been ramping up for the last 4 to 5 weeks. Like I'm in a good spot. Mentally, it's probably taken the longest.
Yeah,
Like just I still catch myself sometimes where I'm like, I'm not quite ready to push body weight up or whatever
yeah,
it is, and that's gonna be dependent on the person. I've never been one to be overweight, so to speak, for
yeah,
long periods. I've always been more in shape than not, like for my own. But yeah, it depends because you've got so many things to look at, and at the end of the day, you kind of need to just push through it because that's the whole point of reverse, like to get you into a good spot, whatever that is.
yeah, yeah. It's hard, isn't it? Because I think there's so many determining factors. Of how aggressive was the prep? How long was you dieting for?
Yeah, what
How long
issues
is
did you
your
run into?
yeah?
Yeah,
How long is it going to take for your body to get back to homeostasis? Like it's going to be there's so many factors at play. Like how fatigued are you? How like there's
yeah.
so many
I'd say
things.
probably a general rule of thumb would be like 3 months before you're like
Yeah,
everything's back to more or less
yeah,
where it was.
yeah. I mean, 2022, it took me ages to feel
Yeah,
normal again. But then I had external things going on. So how was
yeah,
it?
exactly.
Yeah, it just takes time. I don't know why Leon's asking that either, because he's in a reverse of a diet. So for you, bro, you're ready to go, bro. So like,
Yeah.
you aren't gonna worry about the reverse too much. Just start putting more weight on the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Um, all right. Louise also asked thoughts on the study that melatonin increases anabolic response when taken before training.
Trying to.
He did send me this study,
Oh, I was gonna say
and
I've not seen it, but I'm just trying to think of what the thinking behind it could be.
let me see if I
Surely there might be an internal
I don't know
animal.
how credible this study is. I've just sent it to you on Instagram. It says study reveals taking melatonin before training can increase growth hormone by up to 157%, without reducing performance.
But how long does that increase last? And when?
I'm going to be honest, the last thing I'd want to do from taking melatonin in this prep,
That's
the
what I
last
mean.
thing I'd want to do is take melatonin before I train.
For example, let's just um, what's the word I'm looking for? Entertain the fact that it does increase growth hormone by that much. But we know what melatonin does to our brains and how it makes you feel when you take it. Is that offset going to be worth it
Yeah.
going up? Because you're just not
But it
going to be
says
in the
here
mood.
it's not detrimental without reducing performance. I suppose, though, it's like, what performance is this also looking at? Is this looking at a 2 hour weightlifting session or a 10-minute sprint?
Yeah. And is that like performance based on how are they measuring this? Are they strapping people up to machines? Like
Mm,
how are they doing it? Or is it like, for example, your performance could be there, like the strength could be there, but if you're cognitively not there, you're not going to be able to tap into that physical performance. So I don't know.
yeah. It's a hard one because I don't think there's enough evidence to suggest that it's beneficial. That'd be the next thing. Everyone's like just slamming melatonin prior to training. Melatonin does actually have quite a few benefits. But if I'm honest, the way it makes me feel in the morning, that was the thing that led me to just stop taking it.
Yeah.
I actually was trained by JP Dream Sleep, and that for just could go off the cuff here, but that is a
Yeah.
lot better in terms of a sleep supplementation.
Okay. So
That is all my questions, mate. That is nearly an hour and a half
yeah, I'm
podcast.
gonna need to shoot soon because I've got football and
You got football. Right.
I need to
People, we're going to have to
get a
wrap it
meal
up
in.
here. Hopefully, everyone has enjoyed this podcast. If you have, put it on your stories, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you soon. Cheers, everyone.